welcome to a new video of Dynasty War Campaign, and this is probably going to be the last one in the series because it's just pretty difficult to keep going. As you can see, the my combination is just really weird right now. Guan Yu Ma Chao. I mean, it works. They both of them work together pretty well, and that's why I use them. But it's still very difficult to do any of these bases because I just don't have the right heroes to do these. I only have Huang Zhong and Guo Jia that can do the things that I need to do, and the bases are getting harder and harder. It's just not as easy to clear them out and use stealth soldiers or tiger cavalry or anything because my troops are not very high level. Not all of them are at max level, so and I don't have the treasure to buff them. And even if I do, I don't have the right attributes to get them to the point that where I need them to. And going to 4 stars and 5 stars, you really need to have these troops, or you need to have 4 really strong heroes that can do that. Which I have strong heroes, but these are not the strong heroes that I need for the campaign cities because they're just layered, they're just structured differently because they have very high level walls and they have high level traps that basically prevent you to attack a regular base. Yes, I can use exploding cattle, but exploding cattle is still very bad in the game. Not that they are not useful, by bad, I mean the success rate is very low. It's like 50%, meaning you need to have double the amount of exploding cattle to do the things that you actually need to do. Maybe you need 3 to blow open the wall, but you actually needed 6 because 3 of them are just going to wander off to a different part and blow up and waste your 2 housing slots. And obviously, if you just break open the outside wall, that's fine, no big deal. But if you have to go in, especially these walls are so high level, you need to have a lot of them and they need to work well, which currently they don't. Ma Chao's ability lasts for only so long, and their 4 heroes that they have are very OP. It doesn't matter who they are. Their name doesn't matter because they have very OP skill anyways, and they have a lot of HP as well. So I mean, they can go up to their level can go up to like 60, 70. I don't know, just a ridiculous amount. So they tend to have more HP. So even if you throw Guan Yu in, yes, Guan Yu can clear out most building, just spinning through, but the heroes will stop him and basically waste most of his skill there and his time there. So Ma Chao wouldn't work too well because there is a time limit. I think it's 12 seconds where you can jump over walls. So even if I use a very tanky, high damage, high DPS combination, I won't last long because at least the ones that I use are very almost all of them are active skills. So once they use it, very short amount of time to do X amount of damage, and their base are so big, I just can't do that. And their walls are very high level as well, so I won't be able to go through. Especially all these are sword heroes, so they have to break through every walls. And the AI in this game is never like the best thing in this game. So even if there's opening, the sword hero will try to attack the closest, lowest health walls, bite them, and not walk to an empty spot to go in. So that is a big problem. And I just don't have any passive skill that I could use to help out. I mean, the only one I have is Zhao Yun. He is very good, but not in this case because there's so many thunder formation that will reduce his rage or his fury. So, and he's a sword hero, so he will be targeted first and die pretty early. So I really need someone that can clear out a big area. So for example, Shooter Taishi is a good one. Lady is probably a pretty good one as well because she has the range and her abilities on passives, and she could do a lot of damage to anything. Heroine is another good one. Big range, that means you can clear out big area. So these are the heroes that I actually needed in this account, and I don't have any of them. So yeah, that sucks. But I guess we will pause this series here until I get better troops and maybe more heroes, and then I'll try again, or maybe I get better in general. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.